Alright, so this is just a quick update on the touchscreen environment I said I was working on. This is my little office space back at home right now. This is a touchscreen. This one is just kind of overkill right here. But this is the system not quite done yet, but in a usable state. It's not as quite as attractive a state as it needs to be. It builds on what we were already doing. So the old interface is there. This is just an additional interface. I didn't want to actually do a spreadsheet transition this year. So, excuse me, a database transition this year. We're still in the spreadsheets that I was using. So this just all interfaces with the same type of data we were using in the past. And so this is just a glorified McDonald's cash register. And it works very simply. You punch in your session number, and you punch in what day and what time something is happening, and you can add or drop from there. So let's say that we want to have somebody join at Saturday 10 a.m. or we can join, or for Friday at 8 p.m. Let's try that. Friday at 8 p.m. somebody is joining this Aerodrome 1.1 game, this historical miniatures game. So that's Friday at 8, H01. And so I'll type that in. H01. This is obviously slower than it would be in real life because I'm doing this one-handed and I'm looking at the screen Friday at 8. And that all shows up here. And from there you can add or drop users. And this is, of course, reflected on the screen in real time as always. So that session now shows full, just like it does on the volunteers screen. Basically the way it works is it remembers the last letter pressed and the last two numbers pressed. So if somebody is adding two board games, you don't have to add B twice. If someone is adding one thing at a time and then dropping another thing at the same time, you don't have to repunch the time because it always remembers the last time entered. If data that is entered is illegal, then it will just sit there and do what the hell, man. So obviously there is no session M00, it just shows no session. You can punch buttons all you want, but it's not going to give you anything legal. There's no place that on the system that will actually accept data. The error handling basically just sends it to a big black hole, which is where it needs to go to in this case. Other than that, this end works just like it always did. That part works just fine. I'm assuming the drop add slips that we used last year were just fine. So I've got to clean this up, but I think this is going to be more or less what we try to use this year.